Hi, welcome back to my journal journey. Today I'm setting up October in my everyday bullet journal. I went into this theme thinking that I was going to do one thing, and the theme completely shifted and changed, all because of these stickers that I forgot that I'd bought from Journal Say. They are absolutely gorgeous, really reflective, also quite big, but I'm absolutely in love with them. And so I really wanted to use these. I, a while ago, had ordered some stamps for a different journal and hadn't used them yet, so I decided to get my clear stamp block out and just pop in a few of these stamps throughout just to add something a little bit extra. And although I've never done necessarily a Halloween theme, I quite often do go with moon phases and similar things for October. I'm using a grid washi tape as a background and these two absolutely gorgeous washi tapes from the washi tape shop that my mum bought me. And I haven't really used them before because I really didn't want to use them all up and not have any left. But then I'm getting to that point in life where if they're in a drawer, not being used, what's the point in having them? So I've used both types throughout this setup. I was struggling for additional little bits to add to my pages. I had created these stickers quite a while ago, and so I decided to pop them in. But with that sudden change, I had to find some markers to colour them in. I didn't want them too loud and in your face, they're just a little extra. So I found out all of my mild liners in, I believe, the two most recent packs, the neutrals packs, and I coloured in the flowers using those. They had a pop of colour. The colours do match the florals on the moon sticker on the other side. So I was quite happy with the way that it all came together. For my calendar page, I went mainly with stamps, with that additional bit of washi tape. The black one is my absolute favourite because of how vibrant the other colours are. So I was really happy to be using this tape actually in a journal. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. And then using the stamp sheet, I just chose a few to pop around. My idea was to keep it very monochromatic throughout this theme. Didn't work. I find it absolutely amazing when themes go this far off topic. It was supposed to be tarot cards with all different tarot cards put throughout, and I have got some stamps for that, but I chose this instead, and I'm really happy with the outcome. That sun looked a little bit pathetic in that space. absolutely misjudged the size. So I wanted to add something else and decided on the arrow. It was just a moment of not planning properly. I was going with the vibes, going with the fit, how I felt. I started by putting a pale pink down using one of my dot pens that I found at Homesense, and just with my Inkjoy pen wrote in the numbers for the dates. I thought something was missing from this bottom bit, so I just added a bit of grid just to tie it all together. That's my calendar page done. Next, I'm trying some journal prompts, journal challenges, and this is to create some things. I haven't quite decided. I don't want to create every day because I know I won't be able to. It might be once a week, but to create throughout the month of October and have somewhere to document it. I also know life's going to get really busy really soon, so I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. And I have managed throughout the whole setup of October to do alternating washi tape colours between the black and the white background. It wasn't planned, it just kind of happened. I didn't want the black background detracting from anything that I put on this page. As I said, I don't know how often I want to create, but I want certain spaces to fill stuff in. So it might be create 4 times and have half page each. For this page, I'm doing my review and my notes, which is just a staple in my journal. I haven't put the headers in, but they're always what went well, what didn't go well, what do I want to focus on next month, budget, highlights. I've just pulled the washi tape across the 2 pages. I like to alternate where I put washi tape on a page, only because I don't want my journal bulking out too much in one specific place. I'm just using my nail to really get the washi tape into that fold. I decided that I probably wouldn't be able to use any of these stickers again throughout the setup, so I did want another pretty sticker in, but the decisions of which one to choose, as you can see, took me a moment. I do really enjoy these stickers. They weren't the easiest to get off the back in. I'm starting to feel like that's a me problem, not a sticker problem. But they did come off eventually. For October, I will be using weeklies. In August, I did do dailies. I went through a very, very old journal that I set up with layout ideas. The art definitely needs improving. The colour scheme, not very happy with, but the ideas are there. And one of them was to put 8 boxes onto one page. I was thinking of doing that, and I was thinking of measuring it all out. And then I remembered that this review stencil from Upsa Daisy had the right measurements, the right amount of boxes. So I use that just to save myself a bit of measuring time. I like to keep my weeklies quite easy to set up, only because I tend to add stickers and notes, post-it notes, anything that I pick up. If I get something new, I'll put that on the right hand page. So when I complete the page, it does usually look quite colourful anyway. So I try not to overwhelm my spread with too much decoration. I remembered that I needed a calendar tab, but then I had other things to do because I didn't really know where I wanted the calendar tab, which is why it was stuck to the back of my hand for a while. And I forgot how many days September had and what the Monday would start. So I haven't even put days of the week on these spreads. I have just done the number. We'll see how much that annoys me. And to finish off my weekly, just adding a bit of colour to the flowers, just so it's consistent with the flowers on the first page. I do go off camera to set up the other 3 or 4 weeks, I can't remember, just so you don't have to see me colouring in printed flowers. And they were just pictures that I found off from a Google search and printed them onto sticker paper. I used my Cricut to cut them out, however, you can cut them out by hand. I have done that before. So this is the finished flip through. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll speak to you next time. Bye.